Interrupting Cow and the Horse of Different Color by Jane YOLEN, illustrated by JOELLE. DREIDEMY. Morning did not begin well. From the horses' side of the barn came screaming and wild neighing. Interrupting Cow fell out of a wonderful dream of a hilarious jokes, and munching on sweet grass into the sound of hooves pounding on the ground. Knock, knock, she called out, hoping to calm things. Whatever the problem was, jokes could do that, even uninvited ones. But she was talking to the back ends of all the other cows and the horses as well, as they fled from the barn in disgust. None of them liked her jokes. Knock, knock, Interrupting Cow said again, but only to herself. Telling a joke always made her feel better. But before she could get any further, she heard a single horse crying. Or maybe, she thought, not exactly a horse. It was not as hoarse as horses normally were. She smiled at the little play on words and walked quickly to the horse side of the barn to see what was going on. There she found a sort of horse. Well, at least it was a horse shaped with slim legs and hooves. It had horse ears and a long nose, just like the other horses. But though she knew white horses and golden horses, brown, gray, and black horses, horses with spots and dots on their skins, there was definitely a horse of a different color. Gosh, said the Interrupting Cow to the horse, you are black stripes on white. Then she took a closer look. Or maybe you are white stripes on black. She got so close to him her nose touched his skin. But you still smell like a horse. And then she remembered another joke, one her father used to tell. What's black and white and red, read all over. I am not red anywhere, the horse said, sniffling sadly. The horse had a funny way of talking, as if each word took a long time making its way past his black on white throat, or a white on black throat, thought Interrupting Cow. The horse certainly didn't seem to understand her joke, so she explained it with care. The answer is not you, whatever you are. The answer to what is black and white and red all over is a newspaper. Read, red, get it? She fell on the floor in hopeless laughter. The horse of different colors shook his head. I still do not understand this joke. Newspapers are not the color red, not a bit, and certainly not red all over. They are black print on white paper, a bit like me. Silly creature, Interrupting Cow said. Newspapers are red all over the world, not red the color, but red as in reading. The horse of different color neighed, which sounded a bit like a cough, and said a joke that has to be explained is a bad joke, but he was giggling all the same. Read and red, he said again. If I am a newspaper, I am red, not the color red, but I am not a newspaper. Aha! What are you then? He asked. I am just an ordinary cow, Interrupting Cow said. I think not so ordinary, he replied. You are kind and funny and very smart, and I ask you to be my friend. And you are? She asked. I am a zebra, he said. Knock, knock, said Interrupting Cow. Who is it, may I ask? Said the zebra. She was so astonished by his asking she almost forgot the joke, but finally she said, Interrupting Cow. He had a funny twinkle in his eye. Interrupting Cow, moo, they said together. Then they both fell down on the sandy floor of the barn, giggling helplessly. their hind feet knocking together, sounding almost like clapping. When they both recovered, they stood up and walked out of the bar. They were so busy talking, they did not see the astonished stares of the other cows and horses. They did not see the ducks swimming fast to the other side of the pond, leaving a scribble of foam, or the goats hiding behind rocks and trees. "You knew the joke," Interrupting Cow asked. "I was in a traveling circus," Zebra said. "It left me by accident at the station." "Is that how you knew the joke?" she asked. "It was the ringmaster's favorite," Zebra said. "He was the one who introduced us to the audience with such jokes. They always laughed and applauded, even if they had heard the joke before." "Does he have more jokes?" Interrupting Cow asked. "Many more," Zebra said. "Will you teach them to me?" she asked. "I think Ringmaster is the best one to do that. But first we must find the train tracks," he said. "I have friends who can help us. Friends who love jokes," she said. "What kind of friends?" Zebra asked. "A rooster, an old dog, and a who," Interrupting Cow answered. "Who?" he began. "Moo," she interrupted, and they both fell down laughing, friend with friend. The end.